Good morning, Beeville. This is Cindy Clark from PAC-B TV, and I'm here this morning with Joy Swensen of the Garden Club at her home, and we're going to do a little floral tour because she is an expert on plants, and when we go through, you will see how beautiful her gardens are, and she will tell us about native plants, non-native plants, but you can see the love and attention that goes into her gardens. Now, Joy, how did you get involved in gardening and all of the floral thing?
Well, I started slowly. When I lived in Radisson, I had a small bed, maybe this big, and then when we moved here, it's like, oh yeah, I'll bring some of my plants here, and then you just start collecting, especially with the Beeville Garden Club. They have that perennial sale every May, and I used to go there, and the pricing is so good. You buy boxes of plants and you just keep adding to your gardens.
Well, let me tell you, you've done quite a deal here. It's amazing. So without further ado, let's begin. All right, we're right here. All right, what do we have here, Joy?
Well, I put Shasta daisies in about a couple years ago, and as you can see, they grow pretty quickly.
Yes, they do.
And they're nice for the butterflies and whatnot. There's a native honeysuckle growing up here. It's yellow, and you can get other colors. And there's a clematis, which is gone on the bloom, except for just a couple little ones here. This is a volunteer. It's a viburnum. We have viburnums all around, so it could pop up in your garden even, because it gets these seed pods, so the birds usually distribute those. These are asters, and they're beautiful in the fall. You've probably seen them in the field with the purple flowers.
Yes.
Those are one of the most important pollinators for insects in the fall because they're native. They get the most protein from that for flying and going south and whatnot.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yep. I got bee balm here and bee balm over there. That's another native that's good.
She says she's got the little sign here, the Monarch Way Station for her butterflies. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
We gotta help the insects.
Yeah. This is just an annual. This is spider plant is the common name, and that just reseeds.
Oh, okay.
So you can see they're all like, these are all seeds from last year, and now they're coming up.
Oh, okay.
And sundrops, those are very popular.
I have some of those.
Look, there's a little bee in it right now.
Yeah.
The Japanese beetles just started recently, and they're eating those to death.
Oh.
Which is a shame. And we have cone flowers. Pink cone flowers are really good because those are natives. And again, they're like the aster, where they have just what the insects need
To survive and thrive. Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. Now, what was the name of this one again?
Sundrop.
Is there? Oh, okay. All right. Now they just keep going because I have them too. They can be pretty invasive too.
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
The nice thing I like about them, if they're invasive, they're not easy. They're not hard to pull out.
You're right. They're not. They're easy to pull out.
Yeah. Just rip them out and get rid of them.
Now, is that a dahlia?
That's a dahlia.
Oh, that's got nice. Got any buds?
No. None of these dahlias grow kind of slow. I have a whole row here, and I'm trying to grow those.
Okay.
We have a new member in the garden club, and at the last meeting, she gave everybody samples of her dahlia bulbs
to
put in. Yeah, it was nice.
Now, what do we have in here?
This is a hydrangea.
Look at the size of it.
You can just see it starting to bud up.
You're right.
I noticed a lot of these hydrangeas in the village are already blooming, but it's a different type.
Right.
This is a limelight, they call it. These are little poppies.
I thought so, because you can tell by the pot here.
Yeah. Those are pretty, and they'll just seed themselves around. Oh, this isn't. This is a swamp milkweed. These here are important for if you don't want to plant the roadside milkweed. This is a good one because it doesn't root underground and go all over and come up.
Okay.
It will seed a little bit, but it's not invasive.
Now this a lily here?
That's a big lily.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, now what do we have back here?
You know
The
what?
purple
I don't
ones?
really know what the name of that is, that purple flower. It's pretty impressive right now, though,
It is,
huh?
it's gorgeous. It's right in full bloom.
Back there is Joe Pye weed. We got the, it's supposed to be a small one, but it gets pretty big. You see that in the fields around here. And
Oh, okay.
that's an important one for the insects. This is another viburnum, similar to that one over there that I showed you.
Are the Japanese beetles are starting, aren't they?
Yes, they
yeah,
are.
Like you said.
They are.
Yep, and here's more of those.
More of these.
Yep.
This is a squash we put in from last year. Just little miscellaneous. Oh, this is phlox and bee balm, mostly.
Okay.
And then I just put little things in.
Little fillers.
Yep. Here's a nice pink one. That
I
the
like
Japanese
those.
beetles. Yeah,
Yeah,
those
they
are
like
nice,
them
aren't
too,
they?
yeah,
They last
yeah.
a long time.
Yes, they do.
You don't have to water them much because they're native.
Yeah, they're very hardy.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a volunteer dill.
I thought that looked like an herb
Yeah.
of some sort.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, just a little miscellaneous. Try to keep it weeded if I can.
Now, Joy, what is this unusual looking plant here?
This is a castor bean, and it's an annual here because it gets too cold in the winter. But they're poisonous, so you get beans on them, and you can grow the bean next year, and they get huge. They're beautiful plants, but you don't want your
You want to
animals.
ingest it or the animals. Now, I think I read some murder mysteries or saw some shows
Yep.
where castor bean may have been used to murder somebody.
Yes, like
And-
someone's husband or
Yeah,
whatnot, right? Yes.
And Agatha Christie wrote a book about it,
Yes,
probably, too.
for sure.
Yeah.
This isn't very exciting right now, but this is a hyssop, and that is a great plant because it's a native. It looks like this. We've had such hot weather that it's getting a little fried, but they get about this tall, and they get these beautiful purple flowers or lavender flowers, and the insects love that too. And you can see the babies. You get babies if you leave the flowers, and you get seeds that drop. So I've had many of them, and I can give away some to anybody.
We got some more bee balm there. Is that bee?
Yep,
that's
more bee balm.
Okay.
There's a whole row of that.
Now, Joy, what is this little yellow flower?
This is a verbaskum, and it's a native plant, and it usually gets tall like this, but it gets a lot of shade. And it's a volunteer. I sprinkled seeds because I had found one last year around here, and they do come in different colors, and apparently you can buy them if you look for the right nursery. Yeah, those are pretty flowers.
They are. They're
Yep.
very unusual.
Yeah. I don't really know the name of this, but it might just be a simple bellflower.
You might be right. It kind of looks that way.
Right.
I mean, it's shaped like
boy,
a bell.
It's impressive. when
Whatever it
comes
is,
out.
it's
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah,
The color, I love that
it's
color.
beautiful color. I just have a lot of miscellaneous things. That there's a lot of black-eyed Susans. You can see this whole area because if you just ignore them, they will spread
Yes.
and forever. And
Now, are they a native plant?
those are native,
Okay.
so those are great to grow.
Okay. Alrighty.
These I have a few perennial geraniums, which I never knew for years that you could get perennial ones. You know, they're a little different than the ones you buy in the pot, but these are really, really nice. They bloom in
I never
different
knew what they
colors.
were. I thought they were weeds.
Yeah, yeah,
thought- really?
that particular one, yeah, and you can see how the leaf looks similar to a geranium
Yes, it does.
too.
Yes, it does. And then the yellow here again.
More
We've got.
I think they're sundrops, but they could be a primrose, like you
Yeah, the
thought,
evening
pop-
primrose.
Right,
Who knows? Whatever
Right.
it is, they're pretty.
right. And then another one of those milkweed,
Milkweed,
slop
yeah.
milkweed. That's
I like
volunteer.
that color. Now, what does the volunteer mean?
It means that a seed was dropped probably by a bird, and I didn't plant it.
Oh, okay.
The bird did.
Okay.
And then just some miscellaneous plants I don't have room for, and I just put them in here, and if somebody tells me they want a plant, and I'll just dig something for them.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I may tell you that afterwards.
Okay.
There may be a couple.
All right.
Now look at that. Did your husband make this?
He made that.
What kind of bird goes in there?
Well, see how the hole is bigger?
Yep.
Well, it's probably a red squirrel that made the hole bigger so he could get in.
No kidding.
Yep.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. Now we'll go under the arbor.
Okay. Our good friend made that for us.
That's very nice.
Yeah, it was a lot of hauling.
Yeah, I would think so.
Now he's getting
I have a lot of the ferns
Yeah,
too.
once you have a fern, you
have a lot of
for
ferns.
life,
Yes,
right?
you do. A fern friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this daylily is a double orange, and they're pretty aggressive because see how it's filled
Yes,
in the entire
yes.
area? They're beautiful.
They're
but
gorgeous when they come out, and
if
then
you-
they're ugly.
But then
Yeah.
you want to fill an area.
Well, and it does
Yeah.
it very easily too.
Mrs. Mosier gave me this. She called it it's a giant.
It is. It's
Giant
beautiful.
hosta.
It's gorgeous.
Very pretty. I gave her part of a peony. She gave me part
It's
of her
always
hosta.
the give and take. The give and
Yes.
take. That's what it's all about with
Yeah.
the flowers.
Yep. Yeah. That's a phlox. Not in bloom yet. Yeah, a lot of things are not in bloom yet, or they've gone.
Right. Now the hostas are just coming out now
Yeah,
like
here's
this.
some of them with buds on them.
Mhm.
So those look like white ones. They're going to be nice, I think.
I love it. It'll be nice when this is all in bloom.
Yes.
The lilies and the hostas all at once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be beautiful. This is a hawthorn tree. These are natives. These are great to have because, again, they get the little berries for the birds.
Okay.
And, of course, squirrels.
Yeah. And then we've got the Lenten rose here. Now what's their deal?
Well, they start blooming around Lent. So it could,
Hence the name.
yeah, so it could be March. And look, the flower's still here. Look at these flowers. Sometimes you have to look underneath a little bit, but that'll probably be there all summer. So,
Very
I mean,
nice.
very easy
And
to
nothing.
care for.
Yeah, I know. Very low
They
maintenance.
spread, and if you don't want them to spread, give some to your friends.
That's right. You pull them out.
right.
I like that. I like that. Low maintenance.
Yeah.
Low maintenance.
This Japanese fern is beautiful.
That's
isn't it?
gorgeous. The color.
Yeah, that took years to spread. And,
That is pretty.
and remember what we were just talking about, the walnuts?
Yes.
Looky here. We've got a walnut tree.
Well, take that puppy right out. Take it right out. Yep. I know. I've got them coming too because I've got a black walnut.
This is an unusual plant. Now, there was a lady in Minetto that used to have a greenhouse, and she used to sell plants. Look, this is one that catches insects. I can't really remember the name of it.
It's not like a Venus flytrap or anything.
A little bit like that.
Oh.
And it spreads. Look at, I
Yeah.
didn't plant any of these in here because the bugs are spreading the pollen or whatever, seeds.
It's amazing how it spreads with the
Yeah.
squirrels, the
Yes.
rabbits, the insects.
Yes,
Now what do we get? What's this one here?
that's an astilbe.
I thought so, but I
Yeah.
wasn't sure.
Yep, my friend Kathy, she's given
pretty. I like
anybody
that.
who wants in the garden club. That looks nice.
Look at the little. That's a hosta, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a
That looks
small
like a
one.
miniature. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a spice bush. This is native. Those are great. I bought 5 of them downtown when I think the city, one of the organizations, was selling native small things.
Look at it now.
These are all over at Beaver Lake, and if you take a leaf, I already let you
Yeah.
smell one,
Yeah.
didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll do it again though.
Okay. I think they smell great.
Yeah.
Just like spicy,
Interesting.
and it's for the spice bush butterfly lays eggs or eats on it, one or the
Good.
other. Yeah,
Well, we help everybody. Everybody's got to eat.
that's right.
Now this is
This is Solomon's seal.
Yeah, yeah.
No flowers are long gone.
Yeah.
I've seen hummingbirds eat from these, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it must have a flower somewhere around when they come up.
I'm
They
thinking-
migrate up here.
I'm thinking maybe May.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Very nice.
Okay.
Another spice bush here. We got a Japanese maple. I bought this in Marcellus. There's a really cool garden center that where she grows hundreds of kinds of maples in there.
Very nice.
And other things
Different,
too.
different.
There's
More hosta.
there's one in bloom.
Oh, I like that.
That
Look
one,
at
that
that.
one's nice. Yeah. This is a redbud tree. They're a little delicate for this climate. They grow better down south.
Well, it seems to be doing okay at the top.
Yeah. If you get like a heavy snow or ice, they could snap or something.
Yeah,
I've had them snap.
They're a little
before.
bit thin here, actually,
Yeah.
by comparison to a lot of trees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still nice looking tree. And this is a giant climbing hydrangea vine. Took many years for this to get started and going.
Interesting. Look at
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
This is enormous.
And there's still a little bit of a flower
Yeah?
left. So
Now the birds and the butterflies, everybody like
I
that
would-
too?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, lead the way.
Okay.
Now, what are these little yellow ones here?
Well, I call it Corydalis. It is Corydalis. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. And it comes in red too, but I think the yellow really does well in this climate. And it grows it grows sun, shade, and as you can see, it really goes to town.
It's pretty invasive then?
It's somewhat invasive in a way, but it's so easy to pull out that it's harmless, and you
Okay.
can share it with friends. So instead of mulching here, I've got the plant.
Well, anything to save time and effort.
That's right.
That's right. And then you add to the beauty of your garden
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So, yeah.
This is a geranium. This is a perennial
I thought so.
geranium.
I thought so.
And somebody gave me a little piece, and this took many years to take off, but now that it does have babies that you can move around and give away. It's a pretty one.
I know, I like it. I like the color.
Yes. And then I just have some hostas to keep things easy because it's all shaded here. And a fern. And
That's a different fern.
Yeah, I know. I don't really know the name of that one. Someone might have given me that one.
And I like that house too, the colors. Look at the
Yeah.
different look at the different colors here in the leaves.
Yeah, you know what?
All the different shades of green.
Sometimes until you stop and show someone the garden, you don't even
You don't
notice
know
what
it.
they have, right?
Now what do we have over on the other side here?
These I particularly bought because they make berries for the birds in the fall and the winter. These are winter berries, and this is a male, and there's 2 females, so you have to have both, at least one male, so that you get the berries on these trees.
Okay. Okay.
So those are really good. They're natives.
Okay, good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And we have more Corydalis back here, and another one of those perennial duraniums.
That is so pretty.
Isn't that a pretty
Yes, it
blue?
is. I love that color.
Beautiful, beautiful. They tend to like droop a little, but if you put them somewhere where they can be held
Have
up,
some support.
yeah, they look good there.
Look at the size of that hosta.
That's a big, I forgot the name of that one, but that's supposed to be the biggest one, I think.
That's enormous.
Yeah, it's huge. Because you just put 2 hostas in here and it just pretty much
And then
takes
you're done.
up.
You're
I'm
done.
Yeah.
You know what I found too with the hostas with the thinner leaves? These are the heavier leaves. With the thinner leaves, they're more prone to attacks from insects or whatever.
Okay.
That's my experience with it. This type of hosta that's a little bit thicker leaf,
Right.
for whatever reason, maybe there's no validity to it,
Right.
but I have found that the thicker leaf ones are more, they fight the insects better than the
Right.
thin leaf ones.
And maybe also like sun, you know, because they're thicker, they're not as prone to getting burned.
This could be. This
Yeah.
could be.
Yes. Okay. So we're on,
Now, what do we have over here? Do we have some more?
well,
Is that the
this is a goose neck.
Gooseneck. That's what it is. I knew I had the
Yeah.
name right there.
See where I put it? It does spread,
Yeah,
but
it does.
I don't want it in my regular garden because I think it's too invasive.
It is.
But
I
look,
know.
look at what's on it. I don't know if that's rust or what. All these little
Yeah, I see
spots.
that.
I've never seen that before. I don't know. Maybe it's because our weather's been hotter this spring. Because that other plant I showed you, the hyssop, had like a little shriveling up
Oh, maybe.
too. I don't know what it is. I haven't tried to look it up because I don't come out back that much.
Out of sight, out of mind.
That's right.
This I can't believe how big.
Yeah,
this is.
that's huge. This is catnip. It's just
Yeah, I have that.
It grows there every year.
And it really is invasive too.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
realize that.
Do you take some in for your cats?
I do, but they're not. Those two, they're not that great with it. But I will take it in and I give it to people that have
Yeah.
cats.
I dry it.
Yeah. So my husband put this in
That's
because.
nice. Well, it's
Well,
probably.
look at how
yeah.
look at all this wildness. I mean, it gets bigger every year. It's kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
You know what starts growing.
You kind of have to stop it a little bit.
Yeah,
Put the brakes on.
that's right.
So we got, now what is this here again?
This is another perennial geranium, and it doesn't get as high as some of the others. It gets about, what, 1.5 feet at the most. It's a beautiful chartreuse flower all over the place. And I've got them surrounding some of the trees in the lawn, so that keeps the lawnmower away from them.
Right.
You don't have to mulch. Originally I got my first piece of that from PAC-B in the garden club.
Okay. Okay.
She used to use that. in
Now
her
what's this
yard.
here?
That's all I can say is it's a type of a sedum.
That's what it looks like, a succulent, yeah.
And as you can see, I didn't plant all these, so they spread too. So
I like the little flowers.
yeah, I mean they're kind of harmless.
Really, they
If
are.
you
They
have
are, but
too
they're
many-
nice. They're attractive.
Yeah, they're nice and they cover up.
They fill in stuff.
That's right.
Right.
This is a white astilbe.
Oh, that's pretty.
Look at how they stand out against
I
the
know it.
green. That's really pretty.
They're just there.
Yeah, these are all from Kathy Loperfido. There's a pink one she gave. She's got a huge garden nearby too. Very nice garden.
Oh, I've heard that her garden is nice. Now,
Oh, yeah.
what is this? A bleeding heart?
That's it.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yep, they're all done bleeding.
Yep. They're so pretty though.
Yeah,
they're so pretty.
They're nice. Yeah, they feed a lot of animals and
Now, what do you have
insects.
up there? It looks like a little too small for a squirrel.
Well, it's supposed to be for birds, but again, it looks like the squirrel is trying to make it bigger. And we do get red squirrels in one of the two bird houses.
Well, I don't blame them. That's
Yeah.
kind of nice.
I know, it's
Yeah.
pretty easy.
Okay, what else we got here?
This is a bayberry bush. Now,
This.
yeah, I've
Okay.
got several of those. And if I had to do it again, I wouldn't have put them in my main garden because these are in some ways like a sumac and they shoot runners
okay.
and they come up. So I have to keep
Going after
pulling
it.
the babies up. But this gets a berry that the birds are supposed to like. It's a bayberry, but it's not the kind that we cook with.
Okay.
But,
I remember that.
But this is native. So if you wanted to make a huge group of them, this is
That's the
something
one?
to try. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they're nice, and they smell good.
Okay. Now there's some. That's sedum, isn't it?
That's
Yep.
sedum autumn
Okay.
joy, yes. And this service berry. I have a lot of service berries because they get a berry, which the berries are almost gone because the birds got them all over the yard recently. And the next berry will be the crabtree. If you
Oh,
get a
yeah.
crabtree, you try to get the ones with the small berry, because if it's too big, the birds can't swallow it. So we particularly looked for one with the small berry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what is this one again?
This one's a service berry. It
Okay.
gets the little red berries. They're all gone now because the birds ate all of them within the last
Wonderful.
month. It was great.
Wonderful.
This is a native,
Okay.
so that's a good one to get, and easy to care for. Very easy.
Well, with the natives now, they need typically less water. They're not as prone to insect attacks, or they can fight them off better.
Right.
That type of thing.
Right,
That's what the
because
natives.
they're used to
They're used
this
to the
area.
climate in the
Right,
area, so they've
exactly.
adapted.
Very well.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Let me see here. Now, where did I see? I just saw some pink. Where did I see the other pink? We've got pink ones there.
Okay.
All right.
There's a few geraniums back there. We saw those
Right.
in the backyard.
Okay.
Perennial Duraniums. Here's one of those hyssops that's a native, and see, it's just starting to get a little lavender flower. It should be bigger than that. They come right up, a couple of inches tall, but this is kind of a young one.
Okay.
So that's that. And coneflowers are going to come out.
I love the cornflowers.
Those are nice, so easy.
Yep. Then you have the peonies, but they're done.
Peonies are done,
Yep.
and the daylilies, they've got big blooms on them, so but you came a little bit too early, but you can see the little color.
Yeah, they're
in
coming
there.
there. They're coming.
Yeah, there's
They're
going to be a
coming.
lot of flowers here. These were shared by one of the garden club members, Kathy. She has a whole collection of daylilies.
Well, I know they're beautiful, and they're a couple more days they'll be out. I would think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
With the sun. Yeah.
Yes. These, I think I've told you about the penstemon. I've given you
You
some.
have, and it's flowering.
Yeah, and you'll see, a lot of them are done. You can see all the
Yep.
seeds. These sprinkle around all over the place. They're wonderful for the butterflies and the bees, and I think the hummingbird goes to these because I've run into a hummingbird right near them. And we were down on Onondaga Lake doing the bike ride a week ago, and they've planted hundreds, if not thousands, of these along the water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah.
I wonder if they soak the water, if they help with the water, if they, like the weeping willow trees
right.
and stuff are good for, moist areas.
Sure.
I wonder if that's, something like
that.
that.
That could be.
I'll remember that with the seeds though.
Yes.
Because mine's flowering, the one
Right.
you gave me last year. Yep. Now, what is the little purple flower there?
Now that one, I'm not 100% sure, but I think my friend called it Stackies, Stays. I don't really know exactly what it is.
It's very pretty.
Isn't that pretty? She says it blooms
Yes.
a long time.
Very pretty.
And someone gave me this last year. This is a miniature bee balm. It's short.
Oh,
Now,
my heavens.
I didn't know you could get short ones.
I didn't either.
That was from the neighbor Ryan.
Now we have
And
some more. We have succulents here too.
Yeah,
The same. Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
See?
Okay.
Those are, remember the mini goat beards I showed you?
Yes.
Okay, there's one, and there's one. And they do set seeds out. Oh, there's a third one. So there's 3 in here, one
Oh.
over there. Those are so easy, and they're small.
Now, what is that? A creepy flax?
This is dianthus. See,
Well, I wasn't sure
Yep.
because.
See, I
yeah.
just
Yeah, I
it
can see.
bloomed, and I cut them all off because they were brown, and some of them should bloom again. Maybe not as big,
Okay.
but maybe a little bit. And then I usually try to put zinnias in because the butterflies and the insects like those.
And
So-
it adds a lot of color too.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes certain areas of your gardens,
Yes.
the color stops.
Oh, sure.
So you
For
throw
sure.
some more in. Yeah.
Yeah. The grasses are nice.
Yes, I like
when
those.
you can get the
Yeah.
Japanese beetles off.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty.
Bling bling here.
Yep.
Mhm.
A little bit of color. Hopefully they'll keep coloring.
Right.
I'm not as good with annuals. You
Well, they
have
look
to
very
really
nice.
baby them.
I know you do.
Here's some more different zinnias. A friend of mine in the garden club, again, her brother-in-law grows his own inside the house. A
They're beautiful.
Green one. That's different.
I know.
huh?
I've never seen one like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Japanese beetles up here too.
They did everything,
Holy
don't
cow.
they?
Yeah.
They're hungry.
Yeah, my husband better get back and
I know it.
take care of them.
I know it. I think we just about
Yep.
something. I think we've gotten about all of it here now.
Yeah, I think so. Yes, very good.
Well, you know, thanks a lot, Joy, because this is, I love the plants. I love
Yes.
the gardening. It's so healthy and it's so soothing for everybody. And thank you so much for spending the time to show us all these plants. I've gotten many plants from Joy, and they're doing well. That's the beauty of it all, because you share with people.
Right, right.
So their gardens can be just as nice.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
It's work, but there's a lot of rewards to it.
Yes.
But thank you so much.
Oh, you're
Your
welcome.
gardens are absolutely gorgeous.
You're welcome. Thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you.